back to the Y2K show. I'm your host, Say Yim, joined with my co-host, Benji Kill. And today we have our editor actually here, Daniel. Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Daniel. I'm
old are
the
you?
editor for your guys' podcast, for our podcast. I've been editing for a long time now, just being a creative, trying to do my best to stand out.
So how do you like working with us now?
I hate it.
Yeah, I hate it too.
Just joking. I honestly love it. You guys are super cool.
On that note, though,
Yeah.
who's your favorite?
Don't answer that.
Answer
Plead
it.
the fifth. I would plead the fifth.
Answer it.
I'll plead the fifth. But
Oh, this is a podcast.
I like how you guys have a growth mindset. That's something I actually really look for in my friends and the people that I work with, because I think that's super important.
Nice. Yeah, so Chris, unfortunately, we had to let him go. Wish him the best. There's no bad blood. Just make sure you guys send him some love. We just couldn't have him on because he keeps bringing those two massive guns on the podcast. But
Okay.
we mean his biceps.
He made me jealous.
Yeah,
we had to
so
kick him
couldn't
out.
deal with it. So fuck you, Chris. No, just kidding. He's got some things he's got to take care of today, but that's okay. We got backups. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All right, let's hop right into it. So Daniel, you are 21.
Yes.
Right? Yo, what is high school / what are they teaching in school right now? Like, what is, as woke culture and all that stuff came about, like, what did you see any of that come in, or was that part of the culture as you already
I think
from the beginning?
it like started to come in as soon as I graduated high school, and luckily I didn't go to college,
Uh-huh.
so I didn't have to face none of that, like the woke culture or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of ideologies and things that they're pushing inside the classroom.
Like what?
Interesting.
I'm so curious.
Yeah,
I'm so curious.
I'm
like, what
pretty
has been
fucking
taught?
old, so like everything you tell me is probably pretty ancient. So,
Yeah, I mean, this is like based off of what I've seen on social media and stuff. There's a lot of teachers kind of like putting up their flags of their sexualities and teaching people. The teachers do teach a lot of the LGBTQ
Q plus.
plus ideologies from an early age, and like an earlier age. than,
I'm
like-
all for people choosing their sexuality.
Yeah.
I don't think a certain sexuality should be pushed, though.
Mm.
I don't. That's where but I mean, then again, I'm sure there's people in the LGBT. I'm gonna be.
no,
careful
I think you guys, at the end of the day, look at everyone has the right to, feel how they feel,
Yeah.
and if they want to teach, if they want to promote that or teach that in class, and that's how they feel, like, I just say, hey, at the end of the day, you go for it. If someone questions you or asks, like, that's just something for you to deal with, because unfortunately, there's like certain, not everyone is accepting, right?
Yeah.
So no matter what you do, we could even do anything about, Black culture, Asian culture. Someone can push that agenda and someone's not going to agree with it. So like, it's not just a hit on LGBTQ, it can be any other culture. Not trying to compare that to culture. I'm just saying there's all these different topics
Yeah.
that it's just hard to talk about. So I just think it's good to be mindful, but at the same time, everyone has a right to say what they need and say what they want,
Yeah.
So
I
that's
definitely
where I
agree.
stand.
Because like cancel culture kind of eliminates the option of different opinions.
Bro, it's bad.
Yeah, so I think honestly I don't mind it, but it's just if someone has a different idea, you better not say anything bad about it, because I think if what they're pushing for is like their right to their own opinion, and we can't all have the same opinion.
Yeah.
So
So it's like, at what point is like who's right? Like the struggle is like who's right to their opinion trumps like someone else's, and like that's like you see that happen all the time where people are like, oh no, you offend me. It's like, okay, like what if you're offending? It shouldn't even be about being offensive.
The fact that you have enough, that's my thing. Obviously, I have my own opinions on everything, right?
Yeah.
But I think you just have to be really mindful and understanding and considerate. And I think that's the problem with this world is like everyone believes their opinion is law. And that is the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, everyone's
it's an opinion.
Yeah.
It's not like, but they treat it like law. Like, okay, I like this. No, it should be like this. It's like, dude,
Like,
not
accept
everyone-
me, accept this, but then like they don't accept the others.
Yeah,
It's
dude,
crazy.
that's the dumbest thing to me. Like, that's why this world or how like the community is going. That's why we will not like level up in any way because
They're taking out the competition
Yeah,
aspect.
even cancel, like there's no competition. Like I know, hey, I don't even want to talk about that, but this is like the thing. Like we could talk about sports, and you can compare like a Kobe and a LeBron, right? Their mentalities. And now this whole J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar thing, like there's a hip hop culture to why it's not good for him to do a diss and then come back from it, you know, or like take it back. It's like, dude, everyone has a right to their own way of thinking, and it's just like it's crazy how people's own opinions matter so much. And that's the only toxic thing about social media is like everyone can really voice it so loud, so hard, and it's like, man, it's entertaining. Don't get me wrong.
The drama's fun.
The drama's fun, but man, that's why we suck.
Yeah. I think like with the whole quota that schools have to meet with like accepting a certain demographic, right? Like at a certain point, it's if you take out the competition aspect, we are holding ourselves back as a species almost, you know, like competition is what drives people forward. If you take that aspect out, then it's no longer, dude, it's going to shit.
You're at a loss for words.
It's so bad. Oh, you know what? Okay, question for Daniel, right? So you probably hang out with some older folks like us more than the average 21-year-old. Like the average 21-year-old isn't really hanging out with like 28 to 30. Yeah. Fuck you, dude. You're fired. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, first off, like all y'all are younger than me, so really F all
you and I are way, but we would be going to school at the same time. Like he's not even in the same.
No, we would not.
Yeah. I would be like a freshman when you're a senior.
So.
And I'd be in preschool or something.
And we're both here. What the fuck? Okay, but yeah, back to that question though.
Oh my god, you would be.
Yeah. Do you notice what are some stark differences that you notice when you're hanging out with your age group and then when you hang out with me, Chris, and Benji per se, or when we bring you around to like our environment? Do you notice any personality differences or what is it like?
Yeah, I think first of all, you guys may look like you guys are just there for the girls, but I think hearing your conversations, hear me out. I think hearing your guys' conversations with each other, I think you guys truly do care about like the brotherhood that you guys have. A lot of people my age, dude, there's like this whole thing going on where it's like, let me say something about like Asian group or like friend groups, ages from like 18 to like 22 or whatever, and they're all just trying to fuck each other. And they're all just trying to.
Gross.
They're all just okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, they're all just trying to like show off what they have, but like most of it is their parents. Like they show off like their nice cars and whatever, but it's like
their mom's Lexus.
Yeah, it's not even under their name.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of that, and I think with your guys' group, at least I haven't been around enough, but like so far from what I've seen, I don't really see anything like that.
What's your opinion on all of us? Since only me and Saint are. What's your opinion on Saint?
What do you think of us, dude?
In general, what is the overall and then
first
what
impression
you real
versus
first impression
current
and then
impression.
current? There you go. I want to know.
When I first met Saint was at the gym. I'm gonna be honest. I had to pretend like I didn't know him because I didn't want him to think like, oh, bro, it's just another fan, bro.
Oh, my
but
God.
honestly, I already knew you before, like I met you.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, it's like that cologne guy. Like at the
gym. You're the cologne guy.
No, but that's just
you're
what
the
I
cologne
thought.
guy.
That's just what I thought.
Oh, it is what it is.
But at first you seem super like standoffish. But I get it because I'm sure like a lot of people come up to you. But I think as we talked, we kind of got more opportunities to work together. We got more opportunities to go out together. I think you're a very, very caring person.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. You can kiss me after this, but I think your heart is very big. It's, you know, in Korean, the word 장난꾸러기?
Oh, yeah.
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 It's very like that.
Sounded like noodles.
It's like a
jester. Like a joker.
Yeah.
I'm just the least Korean out of you guys.
Yeah.
But it just sounded like I got hungry. But yeah, continue. Sorry, I ruined the moment.
No, it's okay. That's just kind of like what I see you as. Dog, definitely German Shepherd. Like very loving, but also like when it comes down to it, like you'll be protective, you'll be aggressive when you need to. But I like to categorize people in like dog breeds.
Thanks, man. If you said Chihuahua, I'd have been like, damn, fuck, bro.
Fuck, now I'm wondering what the fuck I am.
Benji,
yeah, to go on a Benji.
I think all of you guys were, I saw you guys as standoffish because I was coming into like a group where like I
Pretty
just
tight knit group.
yeah, I just
Can be
entered,
Yeah.
and then like the first time I came, you guys were all like talking about other people on first name basis, not like bad things, just like oh like this person.
Yeah, you're like, who the
And so I was like,
fuck?
yeah, I was like so confused, like who the hell is that person? Who's this? But Benji's dog profile is a Doberman.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I think we said that on cams.
Did you actually?
I think you got Doberman.
I don't even know what a Doberman looks like.
It's like that. It's like you'll see it on the reel because I'll
Yeah.
put it in right here.
Batman's dog, I think.
It's like the dark pointy
Oh.
eared
You know
dogs.
what I'm talking about? Like the cartoon Batman.
He's badass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
But yeah, I think at first, I think you guys are all super fucking caring. I don't know how else to put it. At first, I thought you were like super douchebaggy.
Yeah, I bet.
He looks
Yeah.
like one. It's okay.
But like there were some moments throughout the podcast where I was sitting behind the cameras and like you'd peek through the tripods to look into my eyes.
Mm.
I'm like, dude, this guy want to kiss me or what? Like,
What the f?
No. Like
Wait, what are you
he
doing?
would say something, but I think he was trying to like include me
Yeah.
into like the conversation because I'm over there on the sofa making sure everything's right. But like yeah, my first impression.
Nice. What about Chris?
Very typical on me.
Chris, he's a lover boy, man. He's golden retriever.
He is definitely.
Yeah, he's definitely a golden retriever. For sure.
Yeah. He's definitely like he looks mean.
Uh-huh.
I think all of you guys look fucking mean, but he looks mean. The first word that came out of his mouth, the sweetest dog on earth.
Yo, leave a comment if we look mean. I want to know, is that like the general perception? Do we look mean?
I don't think he has an asshole look. I think Chris.
I don't think I come off as a...
Chris looked.
Chris looks like a fucking trapper.
Chris is like a trapper. I look like self-absorbed, pretty
Mm.
douchey, and then you're very
Accurate.
like yeah, I'm being serious. And then
Yeah.
I think you look very like welcoming, and in like
Thanks.
a good way. Not like I'm not saying that in like one of those super nice ways. It's just like oh, like I could go talk to him,
Like,
say
yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
what's up? You
Strike up
come
a
say talk to
conversation.
me. It's like no, I don't want to really talk to him.
Chris will
And
come
then-
to talk to you. You can come talk to me, and Benji looks like he's just going to tell you to fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, and
Pretty
I
much.
typically make people come up to me anyways. Like, I'm pretty introverted
Mm.
in the beginning stages.
Yeah. Even at
I was very standoffish with you the first time. I already
Yeah.
know. Like, I'm very aware. But that's how I have to, like, analyze and read you and see your
gauge
tone.
the personality.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before I even say hi to you. Because, like, I really don't want to waste my time.
Yeah, I think that's the way that I look at friends now.
Yeah.
Like I won't judge them off of like first, second, third impressions. I'll just kind of like see how they are as a person. And if I don't really fuck with them, if they seem too like immature for me, I just kind of won't.
Yeah, I feel that.
So,
I'm like Benji internally. I don't show that I'm like
Like
being standoffish.
analyzed.
Yeah, but I am analyzing it. But I try not to show it
Mm.
because I still do want people to feel welcome. Because
Yeah.
like I know what it's like not feeling welcomed. So that's why.
That's
I
how
always
he
try
was
to-
with me when we first met.
Yeah.
He was nice, but, like, I could tell he was gauging me the whole time.
Yeah, not like fully like.
I low key
welcoming.
always profile people. When
Yeah.
I meet them.
It's,
Oh, I
it's human
profile,
nature.
I
Yeah.
profile the
Yeah.
shit out of people.
Yeah.
Okay, then what was your guys' first impression of me?
At the
Oh.
gym, I just thought I was like, oh, okay, like some dude recognized me, like that's cool. And then we just kept bumping into each other. But as we conversed, I was like, oh, this is a good kid, good heart, like good head on his shoulders. And then, look at it where we are now. I was like, hey, you want to be my editor? And then like that turned into podcast editor. So I think, yeah, you have a good heart and a good head on your shoulders, and I like that you didn't give me the same vibe that I would get from a typical 21-year-old, which was why I was open to kind of like bringing you in. Because some of y'all 21-year-olds, man, y'all fucking piss me off. Like it's very, very, when I can sense your, I don't know how to articulate this properly. It's like not your need, but you like superficial things. Like if I can sense that off of you,
Like a clout chaser?
not even clout, but it's like you.
I understand what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can sense that they love the superficial shit, and it's not even about who you are as a person. It's more, it's about other factors. If I can sense that off of you, especially if you're younger, I'm probably not gonna see you as someone I'm gonna bring in close. I would say anyone that's younger that I do genuinely care for and hang out with, they're all people that I genuinely see, like, they have a different mindset. They're on their own path. They're not like Jason from 949, right? Or David from Fracture. Like, both of those dudes, like, I see so much potential in them. And when I first met both, like, either of them, I didn't get that sense of that love of the superficial world that social media can, like, really, really push on you. I could, like, they clearly were on their own set path. And in some ways, I admire that. I'm like, damn, you're going to be leagues past, and we've said this to you, you're going to be leagues past where we are by the time you're our age. You know what I mean? You have time on your side, you know?
I also don't want to give you that type of hype yet either. I'm going to say that you have a far way to go.
Yeah, I think so too.
Just see the 2 ways we push.
No, my way is like, obviously I know you're going to go far. But like, if I give you that type of love, I know you won't go. You're going to run with it.
Yeah.
I don't like being around people who get comfortable. I like to push people. I mean, if you guys see my background, what I had to do to get to where I wanted, I view that as because I was always uncomfortable. I know every time I do become comfortable, I become lazy. Like, I've been lazy lately. I will be completely honest with myself. I don't think I've been pushing myself, and that's because I'm getting content with stuff.
Why do you feel like you're not pushing yourself?
Because let me think. I'm not pushing myself because I think due to my career change, and now a lot of it deals with you wait for your time. Everything's kind of waiting. So for me, my growth, I thought was like, okay, I got to go experience life, because I haven't experienced life really. Like, just having fun and having a group of friends and doing different things and like trying to communicate and openly like talk to people and stuff like that, or help others. So I think that all helped me, but now I just think I'm in a standstill spot of like, where am I? Because I'm so used to just always like pushing. I do think I'm in an uncomfortable state no matter what. Like, I'm not where I want financially, I'm not where I want mentally, but I think I can amp it up a bit. I think that's just the athletic part of me, knowing like I can do more.
There's more potential I can tap into.
There's so much more. I feel like, you guys gas me up on certain things, and it's sometimes I have to go to bed thinking like, why don't I believe that? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's exactly like, why can't I believe that? Or it's like, why is my content not blowing up? Why? And it's not because of the effort. It's like, I can do more, or like, since I can't control my auditions and acting, that comes when God allows. But everything else I can absolutely control. So it's like, yes, I can push out content every day, but he knows some ideas I've been trying to put together. It's like, I can do more. So why am I not? I'm talking about it. Why is it sitting in the chamber of my phone when I can just fucking run it? So that is like what I'm mixing in my head right now is, all right, I need to start sending it again, because I know when I push myself there, no one's touching me, because I've already I know how to get ahead of people, and I know how that feels, and I've been okay with taking second or third place lately. I've been realizing, like, starting to be like okay with everyone. All right, it's great, we're all like happy, right? But the best part of me is when I compete with you, and I with my friends. Like, I think you're doing great. I think all my other friends are doing great, and I'm doing this, and I always will. But part of me is like, I'm never in the back. And I feel like I'm in the back right now. So that's my thing, is like, my mindset is I should always be number one, without saying anything.
I think what's interesting about that, though, is that what pushes you forward is the fact that, like, some people will stop at, why isn't this working? Why isn't that working? They stop at the question. They don't dig for the answer. They're like, they're asking themselves a rhetorical question of like, why aren't I blowing up? Why aren't I doing this? But they don't actually try to find the answer, right? And I think it's crazy because like how you feel right now is kind of like similar to how I feel. And then something that always like that kind of gives me a little bit of hope is something this guy said, Alex Hormozy. He's talking about how like every successful entrepreneur, any person that's ever really like gone down their own path has been in the exact stage that you and I are talking about right now, that we're all talking about right now, which is, am I doing this? Like, am I doing the right thing? Like, nothing's showing for it. Like, they've all been in that position, and what differentiates the people that make it and the people that don't is the people that are like, man, like, I'm not making it. Like, I guess that's it, And then the other people are like, okay, I haven't made it yet. that means I'm not trying hard enough, or there's more I can do.
Yeah.
Right?
It's
Like,
never about trying more. Okay, like
it's
you know what I'm
about
saying.
just keep trying.
It's like continuously evolving and extending.
Roll with
So
the
like
punches.
yeah, so like with what you're doing with like editing and everything, like that's great, and you're doing more. But I'm not gonna tell you like, hey, you're way ahead of me, because if I tell you that, that means I'm comfortable with where I'm at. You know, I want you to chase me. If you don't chase me, don't be in my group.
Yeah.
Like that's how I should view myself. But the thing is, like I said, I started to go back and start being like, oh, let me just run with my boys, when it's like I never view it as competition. You know, obviously I love my friends to death and you guys, but in my mind, you know how I operate.
Yeah.
In my head, I should be fucking 20 miles ahead of you guys just so I can push you guys to go, because that's just how I function, and that's what actually makes me grow. So if you're not pushing yourself, I'm not going to push myself sometimes. And I think that's my issue, is I'm starting to relax. Even though everyone's killing it, I don't know why I haven't pushed my button lately, you know? And it's like there's so much more things to control. But I do want to go back to one thing about what I first thought about you, because I didn't want to go on the off topic. No, I wanted to be fair on that.
Yeah.
First met you, I thought you were
Fucking nerd. No, I'm kidding.
No. I knew you through Saint. So Saint's like, hey, we got this guy. I don't know who you are. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even remember your name the whole first day. I was like, oh, okay. Like, but keep in mind, that's how I operate. Like, I know how I was treating you. I did it on purpose. I just put my head down and I didn't really talk to you. But then when I saw how you like set up things, and the moment I like actually respected you is when you cut our podcast, sat here with your laptop, and was like, you start asking us questions. Hey, to understand you guys more, make this better. And I go, holy fucking shit, this dude is 21 years old, commanding the floor, telling us like, what can I do better? And I'm treating him like a piece of shit purposely. So that's when I earned your respect. And that's why, like, when you said I was like gazing at you, that's like, you were right. That's me just genuinely trying to slowly pitch you in, like, hey, I want you to part. So
I
like,
see you.
Hey, like I'm noticing you. Yeah. Like I just want to give you like a couple little love taps, and then keep in mind from that point forward, like how many good conversations that we had. And you know, I've already told you multiple times how much I'm gonna be there for you.
Yeah, you know, we
like,
genuinely got you back.
like trust me, man, I'm a lover boy at heart too. It's just I just don't give it to everyone.
Yeah.
That's it. So everything takes time. And I think that comes with age and wisdom that like I think Saint is already ahead of the game on, but I'm sure once he gets to my age, he's gonna be even more ahead of it, you know? But my goal is I have to get even further so you guys know what to do. You know, if I become content, then I have what inspiration does Saint get from me other than being a friend? If I'm just his friend, I don't actually
his body.
I don't benefit him.
Yeah.
And I don't benefit you, right? So if I don't make it in acting, like where's my benefit for you guys other than being a friend? Like I don't need to push you guys in so many other ways. I think that's the best way to have friendships, is when you guys can naturally compete with each other and support each other and just root each other on. But at the end of the day, like you have to see, like, I need to bring more value to my friends.
Yeah,
I need to bring more value to my friends.
Fucking huge.
So if you don't bring it, that's why I've been in like a shit mood the past week, because I'm like, what value am I bringing other than like doing my own content right now? Like I'm not adding other people in. I'm sitting around waiting for auditions, and I'm just like, what value am I doing waiting here when I know he's making content in the morning, and I know my roommate is editing something, and you're working till 5, and I'm sitting around 6, right? And I'm not doing anything, and I'm complaining. You get what I'm saying? So it's like I need to bring more value to you guys, or I'm gonna be left in the dust. Because if you notice, your friend groups change, right?
Yeah,
I think we've noticed that. Like, you have your best friends, and you think you guys are best friends forever.
Yeah, but you like.
But one thing I've like realized with friendships is it's not okay. Other than burning a bridge or like something like, you know, that emotionally can maybe mess up ties. If you really notice, it's because you evolve, and your friend groups change because your friends are not growing with you, or they're not, you know, or they're not in the same lane as you. Like I love my friends back at home in Michigan, and I'm not taking away if they see this. Like I love them to death. But there's no relationship anymore other than maybe basketball.
Or like, you know, the past that you guys have had. The
past, like they can't understand my content.
Just happen to grow up together.
They can't understand my content. They can't understand the weird things to garner attention, or someone who just does this stuff on socials and they know that that's not you in real life. And it's okay, but you have to understand this is how I evolve, you know, and
Like,
that
I'm working.
yeah. Now
Yeah.
look at my friend group. Like everyone I'm with is an extreme creative in every avenue. It's not even just acting. It could be comedy, content, music videos, food, and then your work. You know, doing multiple different edits like that.
Shit, I mean, both your like, dude. I mean, Dell's in the background here.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
he's,
that's why I
he's
said
a
music.
fucking creative too.
That's why I
Like-
said, like, my roommate, everyone is like, that's why I said is your friend groups, like, don't surround yourself with people when they always say, like, you know, you are who you surround yourself with, like
Yeah.
the top 5 people.
Yeah.
You're
And
the average of the top 5.
And I
people you
hate
surround
when they
with.
say the average of like, oh, if you want to be a millionaire or whatever, like, you got to, all 4 people have to be like these millionaires, right? It's like, dude, I don't want that. I want 4 people that just actually want like growth in all aspects. It has nothing to do with your status. It's your mindset.
I think I've had like, so
I got one later.
At break time.
with the whole thing about evolving with like your friend groups and how that's always changing. I've had like a few friend groups so far, and the one that I have right now, I preach this like it's the end of the world. I'm like, guys, if we're not fucking growing, then I don't want to be like in this relationship, like in this friendship.
Yeah.
And like,
And so mature.
Mm.
no,
Yeah.
like, I don't know how to explain it. Like my high school friends, I love them to death. They're fucking cool, except for this one guy. But
What's his name? What's his
no,
name?
they're all super cool. But I don't know. Like we just didn't take the same paths. They took more like traditional Asian. Go to college, go do your stuff.
Which is
Dr. Lawyer.
which is nothing
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah,
Nothing
nothing
wrong.
wrong.
Let's make that sure. Nothing wrong with
I
that.
actually respect that a
yeah,
lot
nothing
because
wrong
I know
with
that
that.
it takes a lot of hard work. But in regards of like my creativity,
Yeah, they'll block it.
like yeah, it's just
It gets
hard to
blocked,
kind of
bro.
like relate to them. And so like ever since then, I had like this huge heartbreak, this huge time of like just me being alone and like finding myself.
Can relate to right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, and
Welcome to the club.
I think being alone is
Keep going.
I think being alone is like so crucial to figuring out your own life. Because if you're so distracted by all of this noise from like friends that you don't really fuck with, like with a career that you're just going to mindlessly, like you're not gonna fucking live, man. Like you're not gonna be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before we get going though, just like shout out again to White Rabbit. They are keeping us up right now. I don't
We were
know.
tired before this.
There's something about this drink, man, that like you can be hungover, feel like shit. You can like not want to work out, but then you drink this, and in like 20 minutes, every time it's like, dude, it hits.
Yeah.
Then your friends, like you said, your friends like that
No,
too,
like they would kill for that shit.
right? Like everyone.
I would too.
Dude, it helps curb your appetite too. That's one thing I noticed. I'll
I
drink
will
this when I'm
say,
fasting.
I'm dieting right now for like Coachella. Like this is actually and the lightest I've been in 4 years. Like pretty lean, like not in like a competition way, it's just
Yeah, yeah.
naturally. And I'm telling you right now, I'm getting through my day and workouts from drinking this, not caffeine.
This
This.
has been my pre-workout. This
Yeah,
has been
me
my
It's a
pre-workout.
great
Yeah, yeah.
pre-workout now. Oh, God, I love White Rabbit.
I was
I love you
feeling like
guys. Shout
shit.
out you guys.
I was
Seriously,
literally
love you
like
guys.
sleeping on my way here, like on the road. I was like kind of dozing off.
Hypothetically, for any cops watching.
Yeah, but came here, drank one. I'm chilling now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
And
fucking.
you can sleep on it. Like, I don't mind drinking
Yeah.
this late at night.
Yeah, you don't crack. You can drink this at 8, go to bed at like 11 normally.
All you gamers, try it while you game. Try it while you game. Not the best usage of it, I know, but
Oh, you'll lock in, I bet.
I lock in. But I'm locked in, so I get way more invested in the outcome. Like, when I lose, I'm like,
You're pissed.
Dude,
No,
I'm
my
sorry.
friends, I think their main concern was about the caffeine.
Caffeine.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, no caffeine is like
is
0
none.
calories, 0 sugar, whatever. They loved it. At first, my friend that picked me up, he thought it was alcohol.
Well, no, it
It
says
looks
zero.
like a
Al-
seltzer.
well,
Yeah.
it says seltzer and it's 0 alcohol to make sure it says
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I get it.
like, can we talk about your fucking matching corduroy outfit real quick? You hoe.
Yeah.
You look like you're about to shoot a scene for an adult film. Not a
The
compliment.
disclaimer.
Yeah.
I gotta sit a little
This
farther
is,
away from you, man.
Like, dude, I could rip that off.
Yeah. This is definitely a porn outfit that I did not. I don't know what's wrong with me. I told you this
You're
was
lucky
before.
you live here.
This was before the White Rabbit.
It's
That's
okay. It
Before a
keeps-
white rabbit versus after.
Before White Rabbit. This is
Oh
what
my
I
God.
wore, and you know what? Now I feel a little embarrassed, but you know we're
Oh,
gonna.
it looks
rock
good. Looks good.
Corduroy is in, boys. guys, wear corduroy. I'm telling you, it's in and it's very comfortable. And
I like the texture it gives though. It's giving rich person.
doesn't it? It's like a rich old dude.
Yeah.
Or like what's that style called? The rich
money?
old money.
Yeah,
It's old money style. Except this is like old money pervert that wants some. But
Same thing.
Same thing.
Anyways, going back to our original
Let's
topic.
get back to some spiritual shit.
Oh yeah,
Some
one thing
deep
I was saying.
stuff.
Shout out
Deep
to Joe from Arm and Hammer, both y'all. But talking about Joseph Chung, I think continuing on our previous conversation, I think one thing he said to me that really, really stuck with me was the day you stop trying, like the day you stop grinding, is the day we stop being friends. And I was like, damn. And that kind of stuck. And it kind of like translates into the kind of people that we want to surround ourselves with, right? Like whether you're at the same level or not, at the end of the day, it matters that you're trying, you're hustling, you're grinding, you know?
I think like the traditional route of going to like a 9 to 5, again, no disrespect.
That's what you want to do. That's what you want to do.
Yeah. But just from like my personal experience from close friends and family, they seem to kind of just get comfortable. Again, I think comfortability is like a big thing when it comes to reaching your highest potential. You're just like, it's like the tortoise and the hare. Yeah, like what was it? The rabbit. He just got hella lazy. He knew like he could do it. He just got super lazy, just chilled. Tortoise won. Like no biggie.
Yeah.
So I think just like getting comfortable and not being open-minded and being able to learn new things is gonna kill you in terms of like your life story / fulfillment.
So take this then. Give me your opinion, because I agree with that thought process, and I'm sure we all do it. But I'm gonna play like.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Anyways, I mean I had a burp too a little bit. Hey, do you need another burp? Or are you good? You're good. Okay. He's gonna burp. Anyways, so the whole 9 to 5 thing, and yeah, we should all like push, and there's nothing wrong with it. I kind of have like a different opinion now. Don't know why. And correct me if I'm wrong, or maybe like help me clarify, because it's just a thought process I'm having. Is dude, we need those people in that world. Though. Like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we need
It's the infrastructure.
yeah, like it's structure. So it's for us to even say like, oh, if that's what you want, like it's fine. It's like I still feel like we're belittling that, and I don't want anyone to feel that way. I'm not saying that you guys meant to say it that way, but I think we need to give more props to people that do a 9 to 5, or people that are police officers, people in the military, people doing jobs that, yeah, we could say we don't want to do, but it's deep down like we can't do them. Like there is a mindset, and there is a admiration, and there's a sense of respect for people who are willing to wake up every day at 7:30 a.m. and do their their 9 to 5 or 8 to 6 or whatever, because at the end of the day, I'm not doing that shit, but they are. Like, that's still a mindset, you know what I mean? And that's how they want to build their families. We want so much more in life, right? There's nothing wrong with somebody who just wants stability, comfort, content, family, because at the end of the day, like, our biggest goal right now is to
get there.
To get
through
there
our way.
But, and I'm noticing my friends back home, they're all in that sense. I can't judge them for that. But it's like, the grass is always greener on every other end. So I think, at least
the grass is greener where you water it.
Absolutely. So that's why, like, in my mind right now, I don't even I don't want to say that we were putting down, we're not. I'm just saying, I don't want people to think like our mindset, our creative mindset is something that
we're not better.
Yeah, it's not better in any sense. So correct me if I'm wrong, or maybe I'm like
I
kind of reaching, because I think the infrastructure is so important, and we don't
1000% agree with you, because if everyone was an entrepreneur, I don't think this world would work. Right?
No.
I think this is more, when we say these things, this is more geared towards people that are working their 9 to 5, but they hate their job, but they're unwilling to face the reality that, hey, this is what you chose. If you want more, if you want something else, no one is going to save you. You need to go do it on your own. If you are working a 9 to 5, but that's not what it is, if that's not your passion, right? Like the people that work a 9 to 5 and they genuinely love what they do, they are winning. I'm talking about the people that work a 9 to 5 and wish everything else in the world that they were not working that 9 to 5, and all they do is play this victim of like, my life sucks. I have this job like this. It's like, you can change it. It'll be hard. It'll be a lot of uncomfortable situations, but you chose the route that you're on.
Yeah.
You chose to stay on it, whether or not people forced it on you, right? At the end of the day, you are choosing every day to stick to that. No one is going to feel bad for you, or no one should feel bad for you because that you chose that route. If you want to change it, if you want to make more of yourself, not in the aspect of like, oh, you're better than whatever, more of yourself in the aspect of this is not the route I want, then you have to go about and change it. You have to go find out what your passion is. Put yourself in the situations where you can find out what it is that you're passionate about. But if you're working 9 to 5 and you don't want to work 9 to 5, that is on you, right?
At least we
You
made
have
that.
to figure it
At
out.
least we made that clear. Do you have a take on that? Or is
Yeah.
it like, man,
No, I think
Because you do both,
yeah,
yeah, I was
like
gonna
Chris does.
yeah.
yeah, you and Chris are in the similar route, so it's cool to hear you're in that sense of what we're trying to inspire. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like
The people that want to take the leap.
yeah,
I
but
think for me, how would I word this? I think my problem, not my problem, but like my take would be if you're not learning something,
Okay.
and if you're not kind of growing in a sense where you're using your brain to learn new things, I think that's a kind of not like a sad reality, but
It's a waste of potential.
it's not even that. It's just like we're meant for so much more.
Yeah.
Like us as humans, we're just like we're meant to adapt and grow. But I feel like at some point in like the early 2000s, mid 2000s, like we just kind of stopped. We kind of like stopped growing. We stopped trying to come up with new things on like a creative aspect.
I think it was because an agenda from higher up was being, that's when it really started getting pushed onto society. It was like this agenda as opposed to growth being pushed onto the society. It was whatever the quote unquote elites agenda was being pushed onto society, you know, because they have all the power, they have all the money, so they don't want things to change, right? But inevitably change will come.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's at the end of the day, there will be a transfer of wealth, you know.
I think there's been a shit ton of change from the early 2000s till now.
Like what?
I mean, especially
Yeah,
how,
like exponentially. But I think the way that I was saying it was like
yeah,
the general population
Okay.
in terms of their mindset. I think I worded that wrong, but
okay. So on that note, then, what do you feel like you want to grow more in? Because obviously you're evolving right now. Like, what is something that you feel like I just kind of admitted earlier, like I feel like I'm behind, and I'm like, is there anything that you feel like you can do more on it? And the answer is not everything.
Yeah.
You know, like that's like, let's be detailed.
if I had to choose like one thing that I would want to get good at, is being more self-disciplined. I think
Also,
I think, I don't know. I feel like I've been lacking, but maybe I'm just being hard on myself. But I know I have to get shit done, like you said earlier, where it's like you have all of these ideas, you have all of these kind of like drafts, I guess you can say, but it just like doesn't come out, you know?
so
that's why I'm trying to make you part of it, dog.
Yeah,
That's why I'm
yeah.
texting you.
Yeah.
We gotta fucking do it. We
what
just
do you
gotta
think is
send it.
holding you back from executing on those?
Honestly, I thought about it a few times, and I think it's so personally for me, I don't come from like a crazy wealthy, crazy like comfortable financial situation in terms of like my family and my upbringing, but I think it's just kind of like the fear of success, I guess you can say, where it's like, oh shit, like I can really do this, but it's like I've known this type of life for so long, literally since day zero, and like I just feel like it isn't like I'm not deserving of it, and I feel like once I
Do you watch anime?
no,
You don't, actually.
yeah, the only anime I've watched was Haikyuu, and that was for like high school volleyball.
Okay, but at the same time, dude, I'm telling you, your story is literally like every anime, how it starts. And that's why I think, like, dude, you should watch it because I think it's really relatable to you because it's always that person, the main character is the one that has nothing compared to everyone who has everything. Naruto, Black Clover, like
solo leveling.
Every, like, even the haiku thing, like, he's the shortest guy out of everyone, right? And it's like, dude, maybe look into, I know it's a funny, like, young opinion to give you, but I'm like, dude, maybe watch some anime because, like, the fact that you don't feel like you're deserving of it, that's why you're gonna fail. It's not like, and I say that respectfully out of love. It's like, brother, you got to open your eyes to that stuff. And I know we're Korean, we have small ass eyes, but like learn to fucking open them. I do too. Like you have to do it. Look at me, I'm trying to dream fucking big. That should fucking push you to want to
I think
dream
to be
big.
successful, you have to be a little delusional.
You have to be. I heard it from Charles Melton, and honestly, that's like a guy that I want to, I slowly aspire to be. I had some comparisons, whatever, but I see how he started, and it's the same thing. And he said this thing on one of his interviews. I gotta look for it, but he's like, you gotta be a little delusional to do this job. And whenever we want something, if you're not a little delusional or people are not judging you, then you're not doing anything. So if you feel like you're undeserving of it, you are undeserving. That's it. You have to like tell yourself like, I want this. That's where I'm going. And you're surrounded by people who can make that shit happen too at 21, and you're not utilizing. You gotta put yourself out there.
Yeah,
I think
there are days where I do feel like that, where it's like, holy shit, yeah, like this is my shit. I'm gonna do what I was destined to do, and everything is just gonna come true. But then there are also days where it's like, fuck, man, like, what are you doing?
Oh yeah, of course. So that's normal, but like
I would argue, I don't think it's necessary whether or not you think you deserve it. I think it's a matter of, are you willing to be someone that is deserving? Like because I don't think I deserve some levels of success right now.
That was a good take.
But that's not to say I'm not willing to put in the work so that I can deserve it. Like there's this, everyone wants to accept people as they are, and personally, I don't think you should. And I know that goes against like societal norms right now, but like Jordan Peterson words it perfectly, where he talks about like, no, you're not okay the way you are, because you are doing a disservice to the person that you can become. Like you shouldn't necessarily just accept who you are as you are, because you can be so much more. Yeah. It's whether or not you believe you can be more. You don't have to think. I personally don't think that you have to think you deserve it. It's a matter of, I'm willing. I may not deserve it now, but I'm willing to be someone that does.
But not deserve, just go earn it.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way to put it. I think anyone can earn everything. You can earn everything. So I got to go earn it. Like the things I want, I have to go earn it. I don't deserve 90% of the stuff that I've gotten. But the things I do have, it's because I earned it. So going about what you said, like just go earn it then. Don't forget about deserving. Like no one's really deserving. Like if you're a spiritual person, like none of us deserve anything we have for how much bullshit that we do all the time. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like you just don't. Like we all lie. We've all done some stupid shit. Like there's a lot of things that we should be dead by now, or like
we've gotten away with a lot.
Yeah, and this is kind of doing a left field a little bit, but this changed my mind when I was doing a basketball tour when I was playing professionally. I did a tour, a Christian basketball tour, and we went to prisons and played real prisoners. So we went to a prison in Ohio where it was like all these for lifers, right? So it's super scary. Like we went and played in their gym with security around us. Damn. And we're playing 5-on-5 with these like guys who've committed murder, everything. And I remember at the end of the game, they had to talk to us a little bit, and we also had to talk to them. But I remember like playing them and then just first off being so thankful, because like that's their NBA, to play against like normal people or like semi-pros, right? They were so thankful and grateful for that. But this one guy, I just remember him telling me something. He's like, man, all I did was steal a couple iPhones, and I'm here like with people who like killed people and all that. And the one thing that stuck with me is like, the thing is like, the only difference between you and I is that I made a mistake and got caught. We've all made very similar mistakes in our lives that we could have all gone, made a left. Like, come on, there's something you've done that easily, if you were caught, you'd probably go somewhere for a day. We've all kind of done something a little.
I don't want to end up in a federal black hole, so I'm not going to say shit on that.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's just saying there's like things that we've done that,
that could have gotten us in
that. Yeah. Trouble. So at the end of the day, like he was right, and it made me realize like, wow, we are just like one decision away.
And you are one bad luck fucking mistake away from some fuck shit happening.
Yeah. So that's why it's like, dude, just go again back to the normal stuff. Is like, Just go earn what you have to. You know what I mean?
Can we clip that saying, well, and like the clickbait will be, Benji went to prison?
Yeah. That too.
Holy shit. I didn't know
Uh,
you went to jail, bruh. You did time? What's up with that?
yeah, you know, stealing iPhones and shit.
iPhones.
Dude, none of us can go to jail. We would not. If any of us end up in prison, yeah, that'd be a scary fucking.
Oh no,
You're too good looking to be in prison, is what I'm trying to get.
I think I'd do okay in prison.
I'm pretty sure there's some dude that would probably grab you by the hips.
Fuck. I mean, Andrew
It's
already
like
did on
some-
the video, so
Some
whatever.
big ass dude too.
Yeah, but that's where it stopped, right? You don't want it to go any further than that, bro. Ain't no beads.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, I'm actually setting myself up for failure right now.
Don't go to prison.
But
Yeah, none of us would do well except for maybe Chris.
Chris, I feel like Chris might survive.
Chris, I feel like he would like talk his way through. Like he would network
Chris will
his
be
way
like
through.
Chris will be friends with like the main like.
The top
No,
guy.
Chris. So we have no actual knowledge of what it's like in prison. Okay, this is not to fucking glorify or put down anything, but I have heard that in prison, if you're a barber,
Oh yeah, you
tend
get
to
treated
do a
well.
little. You'll get treated a little bit better because
You're making everyone fresh.
Yeah.
So what if I'm just everyone's personal trainer?
I don't think they need that there.
Yeah, dude, they're like.
I don't think they need that
massive
there.
over there.
Okay, well, okay, basketball, dude. Come on, all you gotta do is maybe.
Basketball
coach.
That might get you.
Basketball
Yeah,
coach.
that might get you some points.
Yeah, I'll
Being a
have-
personal coach though, they might laugh at your ass. I don't think they're gonna, because they all end up just training themselves. 'Cause that's
honestly,
all they
before I
do.
go, I'm gonna just get a neck tattoo because I already know my life's over, and then I'll actually look
You
like.
need to shave your head and everything too.
You need to do that in prison. I thought like.
Well, no, I'm
No,
saying
it just
like,
make me more
Benji
look
cannot
more-
look. You do not want to look like a fucking K-pop.
If you saw me with short hair though, I probably do look like a mess.
You do.
That's the big
I can,
D
like,
bag.
imagine
That's the D bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now I'm pretty wholesome looking. And shut up, Daniel. You're not. I'm gonna kick your ass off this fucking. After this
I
shit.
think you look very.
Why does? All right, I'm done.
Comment if you think Benji looks wholesome. Comment if you don't. That's what I'm gonna comment.
You can't smile. You're never smiling, dude.
That is true.
Dude, you never fucking smile unless it's for a photo or you're saying hi to someone. I
Yeah.
fucking forgot about that. Dude, this man has like not a lot of dudes I know have RBF, but Benji, you got RBF.
It's pretty bad.
I know. I know.
No,
it
because
is.
people will say I have an RBF. Until I came here, and I was like, "Fuck, dude, this guy in the middle,
That's a
he's
fucking
like a
RBF.
mad dog in the shit."
No,
Okay.
man.
All right.
That's funny.
Circling back though. Okay, I have a question for you, Daniel.
What's up?
It's probably such a stupid topic, but what are social interactions in high school like when you were growing up? Like
You guys are
So- 'cause
talking
no,
to
no.
me like I'm some sort of
no,
like,
because like think about it, we only had Facebook and MySpace. Instagram wasn't really a thing. The whole follower count and all that shit wasn't really a thing. Does that actually play a role in high school?
Was the dude with the most followers, the girl with the most
Yeah, is
followers,
that a
like the most
fucking thing?
popular person in school, or was it just like,
Yeah.
or the person?
like there was like a good amount. Okay, so like I think in our high school or the high school that I went to, it was like if you're sitting at like 600 to 800, you're like chill. But then if you're sitting at like 1500 to like 2.5, then you're like people. But then if you're sitting at like 4,000,
And
then you're like you're like okay. Like this
so
guy-
those people just got respect just due to their following count.
but there's a disclaimer. No, there's a disclaimer. There's a disclaimer. You would think like that's all right, but there's something called like a following to follow ratio.
Oh no, I
No,
get that. I get
yeah,
that. That
I
makes
get
sense.
it, yeah.
If you have a lot of followers but you follow a lot, it doesn't matter. If you
Yeah.
follow like
No,
literally
that
20
matters.
people-
So if you have like 2,000 followers and you follow like 200 people,
that's dope.
you're like a celebrity.
Yeah, but if you follow like 1,000 or 1,500 and you have 2,000, it's like like
It's just
okay.
like, well, you probably just did like a follow for follow type of thing.
Bro, I feel like in high school, you high schoolers like check hard because like you're like, oh, he has like this many followers. Oh, he bought
Look how many
his
likes you got, look how many
followers.
comments you got.
This dude bought his followers. All that stuff.
No, I'm not gonna lie.
It's so easy to figure out
Say
who buys their
some
stuff.
stupid
I'm
fucking
sorry.
shit like you bought followers.
No,
bro.
If you said that, I would send it
dude.
out of
I
this.
thought about it. I was like, fuck, man. Like,
yeah.
but I didn't. It was too expensive for me. I didn't have money.
Oh my
That's
god, the fact that
Also, you were about to.
damn, bro.
Our editor was
wait,
about to
oh
buy
my
followers.
No, but we're chilling now. I think we're good.
Dude, you're gonna be fine. Just hang out with us.
Yeah.
Or I mean, hang out with Sane. I'm not that cool.
No, don't hang out with me. I'm not gonna get you followers.
No, I really don't care about
I will.
that.
I will give you like the weird followers.
The fucking 18-year-olds in Kansas.
Yo, dude, I want. I'm just kidding. What? Dude, that shit's crazy to think about. Okay. If you're in high school and you're watching this, unless you're trying to be a content creator, I promise you, no one gives a fuck about your following count. All right, nobody.
Don't buy
cares
followers
about that shit. All right. And that dude or girl that is peaking in high school right now, unless they pursue a career in social media or some shit, it's their peak.
Here's my take. Boys in high school, if you find that like that mid cute girl, that's 7,
date her.
That one that everyone's chasing, she's already peaked. I'm telling you right now. The dude that's getting every freaking chick and all that stuff, I bet you he's already peaked. I'm telling you right now, it's always the mid ugly dudes. It's the ones that you least expect, the ones with good attitudes, good energy, just working hard, and the girls that are like, you see the potential, like, oh, they're cute, but like you're not really going for it because they're not friends with everyone. That one's probably going to turn into a baddie in like 5 years.
Dude, the ugly duckling stories are crazy, bro.
I don't remember. Was there any ugly ducklings in your school that just turned? I know you have a girlfriend, but like hopefully she understands. Like, is there anyone from your high school?
Objectively speaking.
I don't
boy
think
or girl that was like, oh my God, unpopular, but then out of nowhere it's like, oh, that dude fucks. Or like, damn, that girl is
whatever Gen Z says.
Flipped it. Yeah, I'm a grandpa now. I don't know what to say. I'm saying.
I don't. What do they say now?
I just found out Riz meant like charisma. Like that's how stupid.
Yeah, me too. I found that out like recently. I thought it was just like a term.
Dude, I didn't know what sliding into DMs was until like 3 years ago.
You're joking.
I didn't know that was a thing. Like, cause I was watching Rick and Morty, and she's like, sliding into the DMs. I was like, what the fuck is that? Then I find out like, oh shit, that's like a norm. But I still thought it was. And then now,
dude, sliding in the DMs. Wow. What else could that possibly mean?
Well, I didn't know what DM was. I know that sounds crazy, but there was a point in time
you are a content creator.
This guy almost has 1 million followers on TikTok, and he doesn't know what DMs are.
I know now.
Do you look at your DMs?
No, I don't. Well,
yeah, you
do. Sometimes.
But anyways, the ugly duckling story.
Too sad to look at.
Unfortunately, there was none in my school. But
everyone was hot.
No. Like,
is that what you meant? Like I was confused. I was like, shit.
A lot of like the quote unquote like pretty attractive people in high school. I did some not soul searching. I did some Instagram searching a while back, and yeah, they definitely peaked in high school. I can say that.
Dude, I love that. I look back at my high school. Every girl that I was like, all the girls and dudes that used to make fun of me, or like they were like more popular than me, and I'm looking at all of them right now.
They're all like big.
Dude, they are just massive piles of farts. I don't care if you see this. Like, fuck you guys. And everyone who doubted me. Dude, no, seriously, man. I was picked on, bullied, called ugly, made fun of constantly. Couldn't get any girls. Dudes only liked me during basketball season. Other than that, then like I was at the cool table during basketball season. After that, like no one really cared.
Yeah.
Had acne all over, being cheated on constantly. Dude,
yeah.
You know what? Forget you guys. I don't need to go back to that reunion. I'm too good for y'all. Yeah.
Where are you
I
from?
hope we get a clip.
Benji got hurt.
North Carolina?
Oh, I got hurt so bad. I can't believe I didn't get tatted. No, Michigan.
Fuck Michigan.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Well,
fuck the people that went to his high school.
Fuck the people
that bullied him.
That hurt my feelings in general in my life.
This is weird. This is such a. We're only talking about this shit because you're here. Like, we don't give a fuck about high school, but now I'm like digging into the fucking archives of my memory right now, bro.
Honestly, I didn't even mean anything. Honestly, I didn't even mean to say anything. Dude. This shit just all came out. Like, I don't actually have that much bad blood.
We've been boys for a while, right? Even Andrew, like all of us, like we have never gone into detail because we just don't care. But
dude,
now
you're my therapist.
Like, damn, because we sound petty as hell right now.
I just had so much built up tension. I don't know why. I don't know why it came out. Just looking at you.
I
don't mean that, Michigan. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Like, I actually take that all back. You guys made me.
Like, credit cuts due. I'm not gonna lie. A while back, I purely out of curiosity, I was like, man, like, what is everyone from my high school up to?
Yeah.
And of course, I looked at my high school crushes.
100%. That's the first ones you look at.
Yeah. Oh, my first one was a dude. It was like my close homies, or the guys that were. But it was like in a non whatever. Anyways, what if it was? It's 2024. Fuck you.
Yeah, we don't judge. Remember?
Yeah, we don't judge.
Yeah. So, Just want to get to know you a little bit more, man. And one thing that I definitely admire was you're 21, and it sounds like from us getting to know you lately, like you're in like a really healthy relationship, man. What's that like?
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Because we wouldn't know.
Yeah, we suck there.
yeah, I think it's been a good relationship so far, and I think there's more to come. We met through volleyball, which is like
I love that.
meeting through like any type of athletic activity.
Something that you actually like doing.
Yeah, I've never.
I already got your proposal down, so when you need advice, I got you.
Okay, but yeah, we met through that. She didn't like me at first. We were both going through our own breakups.
She didn't like you. At
Yeah,
first.
no, she just thought
Why
I
the
was
fuck not?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. But she thought of me just as a friend. But we just kept hanging out.
A success
So
story.
you got out the friend zone.
Yeah, no, I did.
So it happens.
Well, they weren't fucking best friends.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was like super like cordial, friendship only type of
Yeah,
vibes.
it's not like y'all were going out.
But after I broke up with my ex, like I did start like kind of hinting at it. There's like this stupid ass joke. We were at the gym one time, and then I asked her, I was like, "Hey, like, what's your ideal body type in here? Like, look at all the guys, like, other than me, of course."
Mhm.
And she thought that was the cringiest shit on earth. But she's super. She's.
Hey, that's bold.
Yeah.
That's bold.
No, I mean you gotta plant that seed.
That's pretty funny.
But I won't. I won't
Okay,
recommend
Daniel.
it. I won't recommend it for everybody.
Taking notes right now.
No, but
No, that's actually really good.
That's actually fire.
That's actually a very good
I
pickup
love
line
that.
because usually, like, I remember when I used to be like that, I would just say some really out of pocket thing and just like laugh it off. But
yeah,
that would probably be something I'd say, honestly. I'm sure.
Benji approved.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's himbo.
That's some
approved
shit
for
I would
sure.
never say.
No, because
I like that.
It's like you're saying like, oh, I already know that you like the way I look.
Okay, at what point did you kind of catch that she was
That she liked.
that she liked you a little bit, or she was starting to feel a pull towards you?
She pulled my pants
At
down.
what?
Honestly,
Sorry.
I like
Ruined the
for the longest time ever, I was so like, dude, does she fucking like me or not?
Ooh,
there's-
one of those.
Yeah, there were
I hate
some days
those.
where,
Oh, dude,
where it was
tears
super
you up.
good. Like we were like having good conversation, energy was good.
Sharing
then-
Cheetos and shit.
Yeah, other days like it was just like a
Shut
like,
up.
do you even want to hang out with me right now? Type of thing.
yeah.
But I think my first basis, like my first thing that I just kept telling her was, we need to communicate. I don't
Mm.
care if you're fucking like uncomfortable about it. I don't care if you think it's gonna hurt my feelings. We have to, like, and then another thing that like I kind of like set these like pillars of standards, I guess you can say. Okay.
Yeah, we're very.
Mhm.
I want to know. I want to know Daniel's riz. I want to see
No,
how this works, man.
But yeah, I basically said like, if we have an argument, it's not even an argument. It's about like my perspective and your perspective. Like everybody takes a certain situation in a different perspective. And I think just communicating and having the mindset of, hey, I felt this way, but I need to hear his perspective out, will eliminate literally everything. Like we've had a lot of like quote unquote problems, but like through that mindset, I just kept reminding her, I was like, hey, like, listen, I'm not here to argue.
Hey, I'm in it.
No, I just love how he actually like put his hand on your lap.
Oh, he's involved. I'm invested too,
No, I was
bro.
like,
I'm
hey,
invested.
listen.
Yeah.
Listen, baby, like,
Yeah. What?
like I'm not here to argue. I just want to tell you my perspective. You tell me yours, and then we can come to a middle ground and an understanding. And but
So
yeah.
this all happened like
Recently.
like
Or
when
yeah.
you felt like there was like tension between you guys, so
Oh,
you had
oh,
to clear
sorry.
it because
I
this
thought that
sounded
you-
like
Yeah,
this
yeah, I
sounded
was
like
like,
this is what you
motherfucker
said
didn't even
after
answer
like
my question.
You said it after like one date. I'm like, bro, I think I don't know how she fell for you. She
No,
would
no.
I would have ran.
It was a long process.
What the fuck?
We first met in July, but we actually started like kind of like talking, I guess you can say, like
At what point did it click in your head that like, oh, she might?
like me.
Yeah, that's what.
That's what.
Yeah,
That's what
Daniel-
the question was.
There was
bro.
no need to touch my quad until like
No, I it's hard to like say without like giving out details.
just give us
Okay,
one.
that's fair. That's fair. I want to respect the
Yeah,
privacy. I do want
like-
to respect the privacy, but give me something.
Give us something a little later then. Like what was like? Oh wow, okay, maybe we
she
do.
started
like,
looking at me like that,
oh.
Well, at what?
like with those eyes.
Oh, you meant literally.
Like like those eyes where it's
Hit
like,
Benji with
man,
the good.
oh, fuck no.
Hit Benji with those eyes.
No, it's like a we're hanging out, right? Let's say we're chilling,
Mhm.
and then it's just like a hey, Like that type of eye contact, you know?
I know exactly what you mean, bro. I'm so happy for you because that moment, gives you a little
Like,
butterflies.
that's when I knew I was locked in.
I
was
don't
like,
get
"Yup,
that.
this is happening."
Shut the fuck up,
What'd he say?
bro. He's like, I don't get
I
that.
don't get
Oh.
that.
Oh my god.
I'm sure you do.
I
Just
don't
not
pay
from the right people
yeah,
that
just-
you want.
I just don't pay attention, probably, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm like the most clueless person. Literally the
But,
most clueless.
Yeah, me and her are super chill right now. I think we're trying to.
Happy for you, man.
Yeah, thank you. We're
Yeah.
trying to put our heads down and achieve
Yeah.
certain goals together.
And the reason why I wanted to mention that was because I had a question. I was like, dude, what? I think you're so mature at your age at 21, and I'm only bringing this up. I'm not saying it in general because people don't know you who
Mhm.
watch this,
Mhm.
but it's like you do have a very mature mindset, and you are in a pretty mature relationship from what I hear from most young couples.
Mhm.
So like, is the focus of guys your age typically like what we stereotypically think, like they're just kind of into girls and how many girls can they get, and like you know what I mean,
Yeah.
like doing all this overlap shit? Because me and Saint gotta give some advice to these young guns if that's the case, because
Yeah.
that's not the way to go.
Yeah, no. I went with a group of guys to Escape last year.
Not this recent one.
This
Most recent one.
yeah, like last October.
Okay.
Yeah. So-
2023.
Okay.
Yeah, 2023. So it just felt like it didn't feel like I literally saw it happen. They had an upstairs. They were throwing a house party downstairs. Keep coming up and down with different people
Oh, like in one, like
in one night. Yeah, it was like 3 guys, and like one dude took like 2 guys up. Another guy took
one guy took 2 guys up.
or 2 girls. Sorry,
I was
two,
like-
2 girls up at like.
I mean,
separate
nothing
times.
wrong with that.
Nothing
but-
wrong with that.
Nothing
But,
wrong with that.
But yeah, I think like a lot of the people, like, at least for me, the reason why I don't have a lot of friends, like close friends, because a lot of people are like that. Girls and guys, I feel like.
Even the girls are like
little
that?
bunnies.
Yeah.
Even
Especially
the girls are like that.
I think it's sadder that the
girls.
girls are like that.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
feel like guys
Oh,
being like
man.
that, like okay, I kind of.
That's kind of part of our DNA to be like that at one point of our lives. To be honest
Yeah,
with you,
but
I'm not
I
even
don't
trying
know.
to give us like some
Yeah.
excuse. I'm just saying like, damn, really?
I
The girls
don't
are
like it when a
that
girl is
sucks.
super sexual, man. Openly
Oh, I
super
was like,
sexual.
I was like,
Yeah.
I mean,
love that shit.
dude, every girl goes through their like little,
No, yeah,
like
yeah, I know,
their
I
little
know.
phase.
Like, we're all human, okay? Like I'm not trying to shame.
But it
girls.
does seem like a lot of people, or at least my age, are super into the superficial things.
Okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong, dude. I fucking love a nice car, but it's just like they seem so
Check
like
to
they're
the shiny
they're
things.
praising it almost
Mm.
in like a weird way.
Okay.
But it's just a lot of people are like that.
Yeah, man. I definitely want to tell like those types of kids, like, or I don't want to say kids, like, you know, especially men or young women. It's okay to like all the materialistic things. Like, obviously, I do. I went through that whole phase too. But if now I think you guys have more mentors and people you can look up to, because like me and Saint, like, you know, we didn't have the TikToks and Instagram growing up, right? So like we didn't get to hear random people's like opinions
Yeah.
at all points. Like we just had like people you grew up in your community, or just like certain YouTube people that were just slowly blowing up, but that was very superficial back
Yeah.
then. So like having an opportunity to tell them like, dude, you can have all that and you'll still be unhappy. I don't think people
Yeah.
realize that. Like trust me, when I was playing basketball, I had all the nicest things. I had amazing relationships. I was still so unhappy. And it's because I didn't, at the end of the day, I think you need to learn to love yourself. Like truly love yourself while you're alone. Like you don't find peace in like, and this is good advice for you, man. Like don't find peace in your girlfriend. If
Yeah,
that
no,
makes sense. You know, she should always like add to you and you add to her. And I think like anyone who gets to watch this, boy or girl at a young age, is like, dude, learn to love yourself. And if you do find someone that you're interested in or like something like that, just make sure you're adding to them. You're not going to stress them out. You let them run their field, because at the same time, at the end of the day, like everyone has to grow. Everyone wants to evolve and get better.
Mhm.
And if you truly care or love someone, you're going to allow them to do it their way. And when they have time for you, they do. Because I think relationships now is everything has to be together and
Yeah.
talk all day. And that's great. Like, obviously, we want that too. But sometimes we have to remember, like, that's just our own selfish opinion on a relationship. And I mean, there's a lot more girls now that are more, like, successful, or like they can, and you have to kind of like understand that sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
And dudes that want like the nice car, you know, the nice clothes and everything, like I said, it's dope. It's cool. It feels good. But man, there's just so much more. So if
There's
like you,
so much
yeah, if
more
you
to
find a
life.
value into what you wear, and I know it's coming from me who cares about his freaking hair and stuff like that, but like that's part of my job.
Yeah,
it's not like
it's
I,
like your
like,
look.
yeah, it's just something I do upkeep. I do enjoy it, but at the end of the day,
That's
it's
part
like,
of taking care of yourself, though.
yeah, like I go to the gym not to try to look good. Like, dude, I just thoroughly, the gym helps me. It helps my mind, and it's healthy for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like people forget that. Like I don't do it to just look good. It's just like, dude,
Healthy
who
outlet.
who wouldn't want to have that in their, you know,
Of course.
in their.
Don't take
I
care of
already
yourself.
lost myself.
That is
Yeah.
self-love. I think a huge green flag that you told about your girl was like how. So I don't want to get into details, but just how supportive she was about certain things. Like it wasn't like a, oh my god, like this is going on, or like why, like I can't believe, like how could you, whatever.
Because
Yeah.
we can't find girls like that at our age. It's too late now. Just kidding.
It's not too late. You'll find.
I like how we're getting a 21-year-old giving us advice.
Yeah, this is not how the podcast is supposed to go.
Daniel's telling us how, like, don't worry, you guys will find someone. We're like crying. Stupid white
But
rabbit.
anyways, go on, Saint.
Oh no, I mean, like I said what I said about the whole green flag thing. Because I think, like, I think what I see a lot of is like, oh, what is this person gonna give me in a relationship? But if I find that the happiest couples are the ones that they focus more on what they can bring to the other person, and it's almost like a challenge or almost like a competition of who can bring more to the other person or who can make the other person happier. Like those are the happiest couples I've seen, where they focus more on like, how can I be good for them, not, oh, why is this person like not doing certain things for me.
Yeah, and I think I've realized like, even I did think about in my past relationships, like, oh, like what kind of status can this girl give me?
That's a natural thing as a dude.
No, but I love the fact that you admitted that, dude, because I feel like at one point in
Most
my
guys
life,
won't.
I kind of felt that way,
Yeah.
but then like,
It's like, is this girl
I never,
good looking
I
enough?
never,
or,
I
like,
never
whatever.
genuinely admitted that, but dude, you just made me open my eyes a bit. I was like, damn, I don't even think I genuinely, like, I know exactly what you felt because I felt that way sometimes.
It's like
I just didn't actually put that together. My fuck, maybe sometimes I remember looking at
yeah.
certain things. in a
And like,
bad
don't get
way.
me wrong. Like, you guys say like I'm mature, whatever. I'm in a healthy relationship. I've had my fair share of like being emotionally unavailable for a girl, having like a few
Bang a
people.
fuck boy.
No, it's not even. I don't think it was like even a fuckboy. It's just I couldn't comprehend what love was.
It was a fuckboy. That sounds like
That sounds like a fuckboy.
a fuckboy. Former fuckboy.
Yeah, call a spade a spade.
But anyways, it took me a long time of like self-reflection and just like admitting to myself how shitty of a person I was, and like coming to peace with that.
What's the biggest lesson you've learned, you think, from your past relationships about yourself?
As a 21-year-old.
As a 21-year-old.
21-year-old. Damn. That is a topic. I think that I can be super selfish, and I need to let go of. It's not all about you. Again, going back to that statement that I made of like, what can this person add to like my life? Like, it was just so selfish. Like it seems so like evil almost, like using another person to help the way that you look.
Which a lot of people do.
Yeah, and
That's LA.
no, it literally is. But I think, yeah, being selfish. I was super selfish.
But I mean, all right, let's play a little bit. Like if you're like a,
I'm like, damn, Daniel's on a good track. What are you gonna say to him right now?
oh, I'm just saying like a physical, but like if you want someone like I'm gonna say like what they give you, but it's like there's a certain point of like level of physical attraction that you
like,
probably need
for sure.
in your relationship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, because if you're gonna not be that superficial, then you would,
No, I
you know,
wouldn't date
no
a-
offense, you would like go
Yeah,
down a few points just because that's just a good relationship, you know. But there's no way you're gonna be physically like committed the whole time.
Looks
I don't
matter,
think.
but you should never stay for looks.
I think.
Yeah,
that
it's
is
a good
very-
way to just clear it up. Like looks matter, but it
should
should
never
not
say, yeah.
be the main.
I'm
reason
not
why
gonna
you're
sit
down.
here and say like, oh, looks aren't everything. Well, okay, no, looks aren't everything. I'm not gonna sit here and say like, oh, looks don't matter. Like, no,
It matters
looks
a
fucking
lot.
matter.
It matters a
That's
lot.
why you should like take time into taking care of yourself. Like how you come off to people should matter to you to a certain extent. It shouldn't it should not run your life, but it would be naive to say that it's not a factor in your life, right? But it's a super cheesy quote, but they always say, you know, like looks capture the eyes, but personality captures the soul. I would definitely agree with that. Yeah, thanks, man.
Just capture the eyes, huh?
Yeah, that's true though.
Yeah.
Cause like,
I mean, yeah, you see oh shit.
yeah,
Damn.
yeah,
Yeah, I think like also being in a relationship with her, like I just come to appreciate everything that's not superficial. And like every time she does something really nice for me, like damn, nobody else could probably do
What's
that.
the nicest thing she's done for you, surprise wise? Like, is there something that you're like, whoa, like I didn't expect you to do that? I'm curious.
Make Benji and I really
Make me
sad
like,
right now.
make me like want to jump out the window.
Yeah, I'll hop in front of the car.
Well, for Valentine's Day, she kind of like dropped a hefty bag on me. I'm not saying like money is like important, but I just didn't expect, because from my previous relationships, it felt like I was the one to put in more effort in that
Most times that
department.
Yeah.
What she get you?
But it felt super good. What'd she get me? She got me Aritzia sweatpants,
Ooh.
and then she got me
So you just said all this nice stuff and you don't remember what she got.
No.
So it wasn't that great.
no,
No, fucking ass.
Wow,
It was
Daniel's
awesome.
girlfriend. I'm sorry.
Yo,
no,
sorry.
no. It's just
Yeah.
brain fog. The
Watch Daniel edit this shit. So he doesn't.
I'm gonna DM your girl. Like,
I'm
please
nervous,
watch
I'm
the
nervous.
full
I
video
love
now.
you. I love you. Don't worry. I
Yeah, you
remember.
lucky you the editor,
Yeah.
dude.
We don't have to get into what she got me, but it was just super nice knowing that this person is also putting in, if not more effort than I am. And it's just like in this day and age where it's like,
I haven't found one person that'll put more effort than me. Fuck
maybe we
you.
were just born too soon, or like.
you want to take a moment, Saint?
No, that's cool, dude. Just fuck
Oh,
myself.
man. No, actually, for me, it's more karma. So I'm just like, I'm giving out a lot now, in a sense, and to me, it might not be the same. But I was just like, you know what? I was such a terrible person in my past. I'm like, you know, this might just be biting me in the butt a little bit.
I joke around about it just for like humor's sake, but I would honestly say that I was fortunate enough to. I mean, not to say I don't have bad experiences, but I definitely had some very, very good ones. So I mean, I'm just joking around for camera's sake, but I've definitely had some like good
I'm sure
experiences.
you've had with the big of part you have.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I've had like really good. I just
He's
didn't like.
one up in you. I've had like really.
No, I
really
just didn't capitalize. Like,
better than you. Hey, your life sucks compared to me.
no, the thing is, Saint is somebody that like if the people I dated like treated him the way, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know Saint would capitalize. Like I know that for a fact. He would really appreciate that. My dumbass at that time was more like I got it, and in the back of my mind, I was like, oh wow, she does care, and like, I was like
Yeah, it's
that
like,
was
take it for
it.
granted.
Like yeah, I took it completely
Yeah.
for granted because that was my whole life. I took everything for granted.
Mm.
Now I don't, so that's why I'm like, damn. Yeah, damn, I was a pretty shitty dude.
It's okay.
Hey, that's growth, man.
Yeah,
That's
no,
growth.
pretty bad, man.
And that's the beauty of it, right? Like people can learn from your mistakes and your shitty.
That was pretty.
Yeah, I think it's a problem if like you stay that way, right? But I can definitely say from seeing you around, you definitely are not like that.
No, I'm
Yeah.
completely changed. Damn, why did you become my fucking therapy? This became a therapy session. High school trauma.
High school trauma.
My insurance doesn't cover any therapy right now, so I haven't gone in like months.
Oh
You're
shit.
good.
I did say we talked about other podcasts. I do believe everyone should go to therapy.
I think so too.
I believe like
I
I
should
think
take my
it's
own advice.
even like once a month. Like just try it, like just to talk to someone.
Well, I don't need therapy because my girlfriend gives me so much peace. And that is my part for the podcast. I will be leaving. Someone laugh. Laugh, Benji. Laugh.
Benji's like,
laugh.
it feels so good not to be on the receiving end of the awkward silence right now.
Yeah. This
Oh
time,
my God.
Yeah.
I wasn't the one who had to say the dumbass shit for once.
Holy
No,
shit.
but
I didn't
therapy
have
works.
to. I didn't have to save this. I didn't have to save the moment to embarrass myself.
I'm gonna give you that one because I know you were just, you were being a good boyfriend right now. But man, that was
Just way to
fucking dumb.
way to rub it.
Just kidding, bro.
Huh?
Yeah, just fucking wait, dude.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
I can't wait. I can't
we'll give
wait.
him something to go
I
to therapy
can't-
about.
I can't wait to get a girlfriend and just rub in your fucking face.
hey, Daniel,
Look at
my
this.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Look at this shit.
Yeah. Okay, that's my bad.
She bought me food.
Yeah.
What'd she get?
Anyways, go to therapy, children.
I do think that therapy It's weird though, right? Like, because it relies heavily on who your therapist is. Because therapists are people too. You know, like I'm sure there's some bad fucking.
Imagine
therapists
me
out
being
there.
your therapist.
Yeah, you'd probably yell at them all session long.
But I do agree that like therapy, as much as there's a stigma about it, like you don't put a seatbelt on after the car accident, right? Like you put it on to keep yourself safe during a car accident. I think therapy kind of falls on the same thing, but obviously we're dudes, so
Honestly, I thought therapy was like I thought it was like the reverse. Like you got into the accident and now you're trying to. Because why do they call it like physical therapy? Like you don't.
right, but we're talking about like mentally.
Yeah, so like mentally is like your therapy, but then like physical therapy is like you go through it after your injury happens.
Mm-hmm.
So I think therapy is like, you know that you got into some mentally fucked up shit, so you go to the therapist
Okay,
instead of preventing.
let me flip that then.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, but
saying
you,
can fix it,
so
yes.
you go to the gym, right? So that you can be strong,
Uh-huh.
take care of your body.
Uh-huh.
That's what therapy is for your mind.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Because I started going to therapy because I made a huge mistake,
Mhm.
so that got me into it. Then I realized like
That could have prevented the mistake.
like a
yeah.
mental
Then I
thing.
realized like, oh my god, if I would have just kind of gone for like even once a month when things were normal, like I should have as a basketball player going through like I had like a lot of things I was holding back.
Mhm.
Like I should have gone, and that would have prevented so many bad choices. I really do, because it's not about them help. Like, don't look at like, oh, this therapist has all the answers, right? There, a lot of people actually don't have a circle of friends or even a person that'll just listen to them.
Yeah.
You don't. It's not about. Like people think therapy, and I try to do that with my friends too, where I just want to listen to you, and just be there for you, unless you need my quote unquote advice. But at the end of the day, it's like sometimes people just need, like we got into a little scuffle, and I just finally told him one time, I was like, dude, I don't need advice right now. I just need you to listen.
That actually got us a lot closer together.
And that actually like made things go, oh fuck, like now I know how we function, because not everyone, your friends aren't just there to like just give you, like your friends don't have the answer,
But sometimes
but
you can just bounce something off.
just talk to each other.
Yeah,
and
that
just,
in
like,
and of itself helps.
yeah, and then when you talk about it enough, it comes off. I mean, you feel better.
Yeah.
Like it's like holding in that scream, and then you scream. You're like, oh,
Bro,
I feel better.
there was one stint in my career in the military where I did not have friends. It was like a small stint of time. It was like I was
Why'd
very
you not have friends? Weren't you like pretty high up too?
that was
Like,
later in my career. Where like when I became a Marine security guard, I worked in the embassies. That was that. But like prior to that, there was a small stint. And like after, like I did make friends.
What's
This
a
was
stint?
like I was a new guy.
like a
What's
short
this
period of time. Short
Oh,
period. Of
okay.
time.
Oh, stint, yeah, very short period of time. I was the new guy, and like as
Yeah.
a new guy in the military, it's like I
Nah.
was, and with that, I was the only new guy in that rotation,
Damn.
and
Mm.
like.
That's probably rough.
Like
Dude,
freshman.
yeah, and I had no one to talk to, and I was like, and like it got better. It was just part of the process, right? And like there's like now they're friends, right? It's just part of being a new guy is what it is, okay?
Kind of like Daniel at first with us.
Yeah, a little bit. But
Probably took,
imagine
like,
that
a
was like for
couple
a
days.
elongated period of time, and you have no one to talk to about. Like that can lead, like for me, like I'm still fine, but I would argue that not everyone in that position, like there was a point in time, like dude, I was in a very dark place because I was like, fuck, like in my head, right? Like I was just like, I'm fucking everything up. I'm not doing this right. I'm not doing that right. Like no matter what I do, even if I do it right, I'm not getting like the results of like whatever.
Mm.
That shit. And then on top of that, I'm like, dude, everyone's a fucking dick. Like I don't have any friends yet. Like fuck, this sucks ass. But like I didn't want to tell my parents.
Yeah.
I was already worried shitless.
Mhm.
I didn't really have any, like all my friends were in college, right? And like the thing about the military is people get used to you not being there. So you fall out of their lives.
Mm.
Like when you come back home, it's like, oh, like let's all hang. But like they've already gotten used to you being gone.
Yeah.
Like you, but for you, you're like in a time capsule. So all that to say, even if you don't go to therapy, I do think like you need to talk to somebody, even if they don't have the answers. Sometimes it just helps to have someone listen, and you can just bounce your emotions or thoughts like off to that person. Yeah.
If you talk to your boys, you got your girlfriend, I think it'd be good. Like if I look back, I wish I had like another outlet to talk. It doesn't even have to be like a therapist,
Mm.
But I feel like even sometimes just having like that one friend that's like not really like your close friend, but you do see him. Like sometimes I think it's just good to like just
Vent.
Yeah.
vent, man, and do your best to not just completely lay it on all your friends or just your girlfriend. Like, remember,
It also
like,
allows you to accept what it is that you're feeling to a certain extent.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
think I'm not trying to put all of my rants or problems to my girlfriend because I know
that'd be
that
a
like
lot.
yeah, I know
a
that
lot.
she's her own person and that she has her own life going.
Yeah, the last thing you want is like for her to be like,
Be like, oh
Taking-
fuck, I gotta listen to this dude again.
Isn't that the worst feeling when you have like? I know we all have that one friend or that person, and it's no offense to them. I'm just saying, like,
I thought you were gonna say no offense to you. I was like,
no offense to that. It's not you, but you know, like we all have like a friend that's like,
yeah, it just brings the vibe down.
there's no, like you love them to death, you'll always be there for them, but like there's nothing other than like they only reach you for like,
Oh, to, like,
to
talk to you.
yeah,
and that's great, and I would love to be that for my friends, but man, it's like
I don't wanna
one
be
day
your
I just want to
fucking
call where it's like not
bad
any
news.
like yeah, I'm like dude, like I'm having a good day.
yeah, like let me be happy for you. Like, damn.
I want to be send me a call when you win on something. Like you're not losing that much. Like,
Yeah.
like you know what I'm saying? I'm sure you have a homie that's just like, oh god, like
minutes.
or something.
To me, no.
Oh, you don't?
No.
You
if
will.
there's anyone like that, no, I like literally cut them off.
Oh damn. Yeah, it's cold hearted, but that's probably why he's so successful.
No, I mean to a certain extent though, like you do need to. Sometimes you got to shut the extra fat off.
No, I became like super
should always shut the extra
strict
fat off.
with my filter with
Mm.
friends.
Mm.
If they're not up to like my standards or like where I
So
need
what are
them to
we?
be.
We friends or are we like? What? How do you view us? And be honest. Like I just want to know.
I think right now,
What are we doing?
if I'm gonna be transparent, it
No,
is
you're
like
watching this.
mainly like business, but
I respect it.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
that's a good
think-
answer.
I think the more that we get to hang out and like talk like this, I think would bring us closer. I think this podcast episode already brought us closer than it.
Grab his dick. Grab his dick.
Okay, I'm a minor. I'm just joking.
I'm a minor.
Whoa. Okay. See, Benji start reaching more.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's
Only me.
I think it's definitely like going more towards like personal now,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still majority business work.
Mhm.
Well,
That's
like I
fair.
said, man, I think that's the right mindset, and obviously as we grow as a podcast,
Closer.
our friendship and everything will grow with you, because obviously at the end of the day, my goal is to, at your pace and at my pace, and I'm sure Saint feels the same way, and so does Chris. Is like we want to be like a true big brother to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I don't want. It's not even a friend. It's like I want you to come to us for advice. I want you to just tell us about your accomplishments, or if you can help us, like, you know, if you've helped me a few times.
Yeah, we want to see.
It's
you
like
thrive.
we want that relationship, and you have to understand, like, since we're older with things going, we have to do a lot. So that's why when I text you sometimes, I'm like, dude, don't ever hesitate to just talk to me, even if it means not, like, and that's something for you to do. So if you want to build that friendship or that type of relationship, make sure you like you ask for it and push for it, man, because like you I don't think you're ever bothering us. If anything,
Yeah.
we kind of want you to bother us more, because like we do view you that way.
Yeah, we genuinely want to help guide you in whatever way you need or whatever way we can. Like we genuinely want to see you thrive, man.
Thank you.
You know.
So
Yeah.
on
with that,
note,
yeah.
right?
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode of the Y2K Show. I'm your host, Saint Yim.
And Benji Kill.
And Daniel O.
Where can we find you on Instagram or any social medias?
It'll
Yeah,
be
you can
right
put it on yourself.
here. I'll put it to myself. Thanks, future Daniel. But the username is It's O Edits. My last name.
Super talented, by the way, if you need one.
Yeah, if you guys need edits, I've already tried to set them up. Amazing, easy to work with, gets the job done, worth every single penny. Freaking pay him right. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it's worth your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. See you guys next week.
Bye bye.
RBF.